Hello there, this is Malorian, and this will be a very special game. It's going to be 50 points of eLylyth, 50 points of Darius, and it's going to be up against 50 points of eKreoss and 50 points of eMagnus. Alright, we thought it might be happening before, but it's happening now. My one gaming buddy up here, up in Fort Mac, 500 kilometers away from my family. He's the guy that introduced me to War Machine and Hordes, and he's now getting a job in another city, and I probably will never get to see him or play against him again. So this is our big special game, and it should be a lot of fun. We're making sure that he has two different factions, I have two factions, so we're taking 50 of each. It's going to be a big, crazy game, and hopefully a lot of fun. Alright, so the mission we got for this one is a pretty simple one. It's the one with the big huge zone down the center, and you gotta control it for 2 times, get 2 points to win. So really with this many guys, it's not gonna happen. So anyway, the terrain's nice and symmetrical, just to make everything fair for the last game. And what I got on my side is pretty much all of my Signa are all pushed together, and in there I got Darius, I got Old Rowdy, the Centurion, the Thunderhead, his Half-Jacks, the Stormclad, Defender, and then a Hunter that's pushed up there. My Everblight is a little bit spread out. On the left side, I'm going to have my Raptors and Anissa Rival, and then on the right, I have a Scythian. I have my Ravagore, an Angelus, Sephard, Seraph, Rick, and then eLylyth. And really, I deployed second, and I might as well explain now. My thoughts here is that obviously on him, he did not want to get near these woods. And so my real plan is kind of really just surge forward on the center. That's why all my heavies are in the middle 2 feet of the board. And then meanwhile, the left flank, I'm hoping just to pick away with my Raptors. I have a good amount of anti-infantry, so that should be able to clear out most of the stuff in the center. And even though he has some jacks, I simply have more. And so all I need is an opening, kill his casters, and that should be it. Alright, and now you can see his entire lines here, except for Baylock on the other side of the house. I'm pretty sure he's running no proxies today. And so, yeah, it is just really a ton of guys. And, wow. I have a good amount of anti-infantry, but I'm going to have to be able to shoot these guys down really fast, because if he just guns it for me, he can just swamp me. Yeah, definitely not going to be winning scenario on this one. Anyway, the biggest danger I have facing him is a whole double feat, because what can happen is I can have eKreoss that has the one nasty feat for killing, and then I have Magnus as the one nasty feat for me being stuck in place. So what's going to happen is Magnus will move up, pick his board edge and my board edge as the two that they can't go towards, and I'm pretty much then stuck, other than shifting a little bit side to side. Then eKreoss will go up, cast his feat on the following turn after I do nothing, and then all of his Weapon Master ninjas are going to run in there and cut me to pieces. So very difficult, and pretty much my only plan to fight it is just to put all my tough stuff right in the middle, probably get caught by the feet, but then hopefully have enough layers in order to absorb it and then hit back hard. So he gets first turn, and of course everything's moving up and all that good stuff. The only real main thing to talk about that's happening now is he has his whole dodge or something spell that's going up on his flame guard there, and so they're going to be harder to hit, and they have a pretty high armor as well, so killing them will be a pain. The zealots of course have their mini feat, and so all of a sudden killing the infantry on the more center to right looks a little bit more difficult. My turn, everything's just moving up. Of course, I do my whole crane trick to get up the Centurion a little bit more, put Fortify on him. The Raptors were only able to kill one Halberdier, but, it's just the first turn, so whatever. And then otherwise, you can see on the far right there, I had a shot from the Ravagore that scattered backwards, and at least that looks like it's going to help keep things away from just rushing into my Raic there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think actually maybe I killed one Flame Guard with a shot from a Hunter, but yeah, nothing too much yet. So his turn 2, and he's now getting right into me. He moved his jacks first. You know, he has things like the Enliven on his avatar there, so it's going to be hard to kill him. But the nice thing is that because he did his jacks first, and then he started moving his infantry, I was able to move with old Rowdy there and go and try and smash one. And unfortunately, I missed. But the good thing is now I'll definitely be close enough to go and charge one of his guys and smash him. So that's fantastic. What's not good though is that Kale Baylock killed 2 of my raptors, and then a shot from the mule killed another. So yeah, there's only 2 of the raptors left. Luckily they passed their test, but that really hurt. You can see there on the right that the zealots were zipped up. They popped their mini feet, so they're pretty much immune to everything. And yeah, he's just right up here in my face. My turn 2 then, and on the left side to kill off a whole bunch of the halberdiers. They actually failed their command check, so that's going to be nice. I also managed to kill the guy in front of Rowdy, and then charged him for free into the Reckoner there. And I thought I was really going to smash him up good. My dice rolls were just slightly under average, but the main thing is, even though I knocked out 2 systems, it was only his gun and his movement. So the 2 things that absolutely mean nothing once you're in combat. So that was unfortunate. Otherwise, you could see that I just kind of did some other little shooting. Most of it going into that little middle jack there that looks like my... the one with the shield and the spear there. But I can't shoot any of his Manoth jacks, of course, because he has the prayers going up saying I can't shoot them. So really, I know he's going to be countering hitting old Rowdy. I think I am close enough that I can throw up a guy to fix him as long as he survives. And then once he does that, I should be able to go and finish off the avatar between the Angelus and my Stormclad. And I just have 2 of my little half jacks there just to get into his way to make sure he doesn't do anything to me first. On the right side, I was able to kill some of his Flame Guard, but really just having some troubles rolling the hit, and especially going in there with my Rayek. I really thought he'd be doing pretty good, but just can't be rolling the hit. He also got tough put on these guys as well, so even when I do stuff to them, you know, they're just knocked down or something. So really not that effective whatsoever. So his turn 3, and this one really hurt. First of all, I should say that turn 2, he shot one of his knockdown shots that kind of scattered off and was kind of preempted and didn't do much. This turn, he's going to be able to knock down eLylyth and my hunter and some things. But the big thing that happened here was that he was able to go up and kill those 2 half-jacks pretty easily. I thought it was going to be more of a problem for him because he didn't have much shooting here, but he was able to pull it off. The avatar, of course, gets full focus. It always happens this way. Goes into my Stormclad and scraps him. So that's not according to plan. He then starts wailing into the storm or my Rowdy, and he doesn't really do all that great. So it looks like he's just barely going to survive. But at the very end, with his cav, with the assault rule, he charges them in. They get some free shots. They almost do the job again, and there's only one guy that can attack, and he finishes it off. So, ooh, that's not all that good. I mean, I've lost 2 of my big jacks here on the left, but at least I should have enough now that my Thunderhead should be able to kill a whole bunch of them and turn the tide around. Meanwhile, on the right flank, not much happened. You know, he tried doing mass fire bombs and all this stuff, and my hunter has lost his gun, which is annoying, but otherwise, other than doing a little bit of damage to my rig, he just had a lot of problems. And he was kind of thinking that he should probably have popped his feet, but at this point he was holding on to it. Alright, so my turn 3, my Angelus goes and does a big huge hit to the avatar. He does Enliven to get a little bit away. Then my Centurion goes up and finishes him off, so there's one big threat gone. After that, I go and I clear out a little bit of the stuff here on the left, put up my Thunderhead, and his pulse does fantastic. Kills, I think, like, man, it feels like it was 10 models. He just did fantastic. I mean, you can see all the Devil Dogs are gone, tons of his exemplars. It was just a fantastic pulse. Apart from this, though, I was not able to do too much else to anything really hard hitting. I forgot to fix up my, my hunter until it was too late. It wasn't only after that I now feeded with Darius to fix up the damage that he had done to some of my jacks already. So at least he's working now. On the right side, I killed a good amount of infantry as well. It should have probably been a lot more, because my Scythian with his 6 attacks, 2 regular plus the 4 bot, killed all of 2 guys. He just made tough save, tough save, tough save, tough save. And so that really left him with a lot more flame guard than I wanted. But at least a lot of his zealots are gone, and I think things are looking very good on the right. So with all this infantry down, I'm now starting to see that I can really start pushing the tide against him. I mean, I have a lot of guys in mind that are on fire, but really, when you have that high of armor, it doesn't really matter. And he's eventually going to start running out of infantry. Alright, so now we're on to his 4th turn, and this turn was ouchie. Or whatever, it just sucked. Magnus went up, pulled his feet, so pretty much my 4 beasts there on the right are going to be stuck in place. The rest of his stuff attacking there didn't really do very much at all. But, you know, they're in my face, and a lot of my stuff got fairly hurt. On the left side, he pulled his feet, did a whole bunch of damage to me, but the big thing is that it's this, it's these damn cav that come in and get these free shots, and then they get to hit as well, and then the mule coming in, he just perfectly kills Darius, and now this is a completely different game, because pretty much all of my jacks now that were still alive here on the left are now completely useless. He killed the Thunderhead anyway, but after this double feat, I'm just left with a couple of beasts, most of them who can't move, and me having pretty much no assassination vectors. So, yeah. So my turn 4, I decide I'm not going to make it easy on him. Unfortunately, my Seraph berserks, which doesn't really help things, but otherwise, I just managed to kill a few more of his models, so at least things here on the right are starting to clear up, but most of my guys are pretty messed up at this point, so I'm pretty sure they're going to be gone. His turn 5, and I just kind of widened out here just to kind of show you that I do still have, my Raptors and Anissa alive, and they're causing some hell at the back here, but it doesn't really matter. My Seraph is now dead, my Rake is now dead, my Angelus is now dead. I'm running out of beasts, and he's just coming in for the kill. My turn 5, I'm now just trying to kill as much as I can before things are over. Tried to go and pick off Magnus with a shot from my Ravagore, but it scatters off, just kind of like a desperate hope for an assassination. The Scythian goes in and tries to do just 2 hits into that one Renegade to trigger a chain attack, and I missed my very first attack, so yeah, with buying all the attacks, I did a little bit more, but not very much. I do something really stupid, and I put the pincushion on his one Crusader, then remembering that I can't shoot him, so his turn 6, yeah, this is all I have left. My Raptor is dead, Anissa took a mule shot to the face and she's dead, so it's just my Ravagore, who's fairly hurt, and eLylyth, who's also fairly hurt. My turn 6, I'm trying to at least kill a Renegade or something, so I now have the pincushion on him and spend all my shots going into that guy, but can't even kill this little tiny jack. The Ravagore is just trying to kill whatever infantry he can. His turn 7, my Ravagore is now dead. He's stabbing up my eLylyth, but luckily, because of my high defense, he doesn't actually finish the job. My turn 7, I just want to do something, so I move over here because I have to get out of reach and able to still shoot, so I'm able to now finish off the Renegade, so I can say I killed something. But, I'm now out of the zone. I have like 1 hit point, so he could just either stay into the zone or win by scenario or kill me, so it's for sure over. And yeah, there you go. He first goes for the insult and tries to kill me with Rovan or whatever his name is here, but then he actually uses his other jack to come in and do the job. So, victory to the combination of Menoth and Mercs, and yeah, it's funny to see how quickly a game like this can change. Everything was kind of a pretty big scrum. That one turn of mine, I had killed so much infantry of his that it just looked like I was in a really big lead. And then all of a sudden, his feats pop up. He manages to kill Darius, and that's pretty much it. I mean, if you hadn't been able to kill Darius, I still would have been in trouble on the right. but on the left side, at least I could have countered back and all this stuff, but it just, yeah, it wasn't meant to be. I just, I had made the prey of his cab with Anissa Rival, but because of Baylock, I had to stay fairly far back, so I couldn't actually go and pick them off before they could do their damage to me. But anyway, it was pretty much the master versus the pupil in this game, and he was able to win. I'd won a few, well, typically when we first started playing and he was teaching me, of course, he won a lot, or pretty much all of them, then pretty much even, and then after that I've been winning almost every time, and so it was really good. He probably felt really good that I got to end this one strong, and he just crushed me, really. I mean, after that one turn, it was pretty sad and desperate of Epic Lilith just running around and shooting, but there you go, and hope you guys liked it. Bye.